Microsoft has been strong. Microsoft very strong, right? So right now we're looking at this resistance for now, so keep an eye out. 275 is our support in terms of any pullback on that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. And what we're going to be dealing with today, we're going to be talking about the market. We're going to be talking about how the market reacted last week and what we're expecting this coming week. And I have various stocks that I will be analyzing. I'll be showing up here in terms of chart and what my level is going to be and where I'm expecting the stock to go, right? So this is an expectation. This is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any equity whatsoever. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, looking at the broader market, we've seen the reaction last week as per the Feds, right? And the Fed actually, Board of Governors actually did fantastic stuff last week. However, we also have Fed's governors actually speaking this coming week. They're set to speak, so just keep an eye out on all these data that is going to be coming out and all this information that they're going to be talking about, right? So as out of on Monday, we'll also have Governor Philip Jefferson going to be speaking as well. Also following the Vice Chair of Supervision, Michael Barr, will be speaking as well. And on Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, we're just gonna have commercial paper, selected interest rate, things affecting Federal Reserve balance sheet, right? On Friday, we also have Lisa Cook that's gonna be speaking as well as Governor Christopher Wiley as well. Now, last week was really interesting because the Fed actually increased rate as well, right? So they increased rate as per 25 basis point. And this was an unanimous decision as per the Feds. So the committee decided to raise the target range for federal funds to be, about 4 3/4 to about 5%. Now, if you go down, you're gonna see that they made this decision unanimously to raise the rate. Okay, so now their reserve balances to 4.9% effective March 23, 2023. Okay, so this will be effective, and as well they're looking at undertaking open market operations as necessary to maintain the federal funds rate in the target range of 4 3/4 to 5%, right? So keep an eye out on the market, how the market is going to react based on this coming week. Okay, so they all voted in for that rate. Now, it is very important to understand the angle of what the market reacted to on that Friday. So this is the Friday reaction on the market. We solidly closed green in most part, apart from financial, because what? The banks are being hit, right? The banks are getting it in this past weeks or couple of weeks, right? So we have been having issues with banks, Dodge's Bank, Credit Suisse, as well as Silicon Valley banks, right? Looking at the week as overall, we're solidly green, right? And then you're looking at another 1 month performance, we're red in the energy side and most other sector, but technology, communication services are strong. So just keep an eye out for apart from Friday reaction, the banks and also the consumer cyclical as well also affected, right? Now let's get into SPY. What we're looking for SPY this coming week, what we're expecting the market to do. Now, with this, it's not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes. I've said that earlier and I'm saying it again because it's very critical, it's very important, right? Now, SPY, this is Spider 500 at ETF. So we're looking at price to push right through 400. That is our spot. That is where we've been rejecting for the past couple of days. Every time we get into that trend, we've been rejecting that trend. Okay, so now we're looking at price holding this 395, 396 area into 400, consolidate around this area, and then boom, to the upside. That is what we're expecting this to really do. Okay, but we're gonna have problem right around 405, and we got, yes, 405, and also we're gonna have problem around 412, 415 in the market. But overall, I'm leaning bullish in the market because we're right above the 200 moving average. Come on, girl, let's get it, we're gonna get it. So now, next stock we're gonna talk about is going to be Fastly. Okay, Fastly is the next stock. So why Fastly? Fastly reason because we've been really pushing on this name, and now we're just looking for price to break through 17, and then we should be all right. Our support is at $15. That's gonna be our support on this name. WYNN. This is Wayne Results, right? Wayne Result right now, we're fighting this trend. And with this fight comes in our 20 exponential moving average. If we can break through 110, then we should be all right to continue to push to the upside. Overall, our support lies around 105, 103, so keep an eye out on that name. Apple. Why Apple? I'm talking about Apple because Apple has been pushing and pushing. We just actually broke through our resistance level, which is this spot right here. We just broke through, and right now we're having issue right around the 160, 162 area. Keep an eye out for this week and see if momentum comes into the market, as the market is beginning to push, is beginning to show green candle, and will continue higher. 65% on the RSI, not bad for more momentum to come into this name. If you look at Apple real good, you know that this is an inverse head and shoulder. This is the left side and this is the right side. This is the head, and we had that area only to push to the upside on Apple. So keep an eye out as well. AMZn as well is another name. We have our head and shoulder pattern, which is technically a bearish looking shape, right? This is the left side, this is the head, and this is the right side. If we can break right through 102.5, 103, then we should be able to retest the 200 moving average. Hold that spot, then we'll continue to push to the upside on AMZn. So keep an eye out on that. Square. Okay, Heddenberg actually, came up with a report as per Square, which is aka Block, that they're doing shady business, they're doing fraudulent business. But guess what? Square has been a very good, tool for small businesses and all that, and they've been waxing strong and stronger and stronger, right? So right now we did fail a critical level of support, right? We failed that area because of that report. I guess they were also looking at the technicals as well, and then we just didn't look back. So I'll be looking for more consolidation around this area for the move to the upside, because I believe this is not gonna really hold on, because this is a very good fair market as well. Microsoft has been strong. Microsoft very strong, right? So right now we're looking at this resistance for now, so keep an eye out. 275 is our support in terms of any pullback on that name. Tesla. Looking at Tesla, what do we got? We got a Tesla really trying to push right through. This is inverse head and shoulder on Tesla, because guess what? This is the right side, the left side, and this is the head, right? So whoever bought around this area is really doing good in terms of Tesla. Okay, this has been pretty much pushed right above 100 points already, but right now our 20 and 50 exponential moving average is going to act as our support for now, for the continuation higher into 210 or 220 on Tesla. So keep an eye out. I like the name for the long term, okay? So anyways, AMD. Why AMD? AMD has been pushing and pushing, and AMD has been advancing to the upside. So well, guess what? I'm looking at price to really consolidate and push to the upside on this one. We are really in the overbought area, but look for some form of a pullback if that comes in. I don't mind price pulling back to $90, $91, retest that area for the continuation to the upside on that name. MET. This is MetLife. MetLife actually did push. I'm not really sure what the reason were as per this, because I didn't look at that. But however, I'm looking at price holding this $54 area. That is going to act as our support for the continuous bounce on this if it comes. Overall, you know, MetLife, that is going to be our long-term play overall. Google right now, we're back into this level of resistance. If we can flush right through 108, 109, we should be able to continue to cleanly push to the upside. But overall, our support is now 101 on that name. XOM, this is ExxonMobil. Right now we're looking at price at 106, 107. That is our resistance zone. If we can brush right through 105, we should be able to reach 108. So keep an eye out. I think $100 is acting as a support, and that is a pretty sweet spot to be. PCG, this is a beautiful name. Right now we're looking at $16 break. If we can push through $16, we are good on that front. Also looking at Coinbase global. Right now we did push right into 85, made a double top, which is our bearish chart pattern, right? This is a double top, this is a double top, boom, double top again, and boom, right? So right now we're looking at price around $60 as our support on that name. Though we close around 67.83, if for any reason we pull back again, know that $60.61 is going to act as our support on Coinbase. Also looking at Zim is another one. They have dividend coming in as well. On Friday would have been our last day to buy in order to enjoy the dividend, right? So we got $6 and about 40 cents or so on this name, and be 45 or so. And with 100 shares on this one, you multiply by that, you're gonna be getting 645. Plus, of course, you know, you're gonna pay interest on that, so that will reduce your holdings as well if you have 100 shares on this name. But overall, it's been holding solid level, $22.82, $22. This area is going to act as our support on this name. If it does, then we can continue to bounce on ZIM. CEIX as well. We're looking at breaking through 20 exponential moving average. That is our resistance. With once we break through that, our next spot is going to be 56, 57 on that name. So keep an eye out on that. SHOP, Shopify, looking beautiful. Chart looks, pattern looks good to break $47.50. So keep an eye out on that as well. IQ has been pushing and pushing, though it's a low price stocks, but however, $7.50 is that spot to really watch on that. PATH, Unit Power, right now we really bounced off the 200 moving average, created this gap, trying to fill this gap, but guess what? We're actually holding the 20 exponential moving average right now. If this area holds, which coincide with our 200 moving average, guys, guess what? We'll continue to push right into 1650 as our resistance for the break. Overall, keep an eye out. I think this one will solidly move as time goes on, and as the market begin to seek and look for direction. LOVE as well, showing some love after it broke down out of this 200 moving average, and guess what? Bam, we found support at 21, bounce off that, consolidated, bounce off that $21, $22 area. Now we're working the resistance, which is our 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Next spot on this name is going to be our 200 moving average, which is $26, $27 in the coming days. So keep an eye out, see if momentum begin to push on this. The reason why I'm saying that as well, every time we sell off, with the strong momentum, push back up, sell off, strong momentum, push back up, sell off, strong momentum, trying to push back up. Otherwise, nothing is gonna happen on this name. Just keep an eye out on this one. I love the way the pattern, the way the stock actually trades, but however, I don't like those pullback. Oh, mamma mia. AEHR, this one Every time we pull back, we bounce, and now we really got this beautiful channel, breaking through this channel right now. But I'll be looking for a retest of this channel, which is $34 as a support. If it does come, then we should be okay. Just a disclaimer, I got I sold short around the $40 area, and I'm still in profit right now. So I'll be looking for price around $36 or $35 to cover my short position. DKNG on this one, I've still been long on this one. I'm looking for price back into the 30s on this name, but for now $17.50, $17 is our support, and I'm adding to my position because this is for long term for me. However, ROBLX as well, we're looking at $45, $46. That is going to be our resistance, and that's been acting really well as well. So keep an eye out for that break. We break that area, we're breaking solid level. Why? Look at this area. This is a very solid level. So if we can break that spot, then we should be able to push to the upside. Also looking at AI as well. Okay, talking about the market without talking about AI is no good, right? So we're looking at C3 right now. We have this beautiful bearish look, right? We've actually hit this resistance spot the third time, so I'll be looking for a third time champ for the breakout on this one. If it doesn't, then we'll be looking at price back down to $22, $23 as our support for this name AI. So keep an eye out on that as well. Also, we're gonna be talking about Walmart. Why Walmart? Walmart right now, we're looking good. We got this channel that we're watching, price back down back into 143. We should be all right. 143, 144, that is our resistance, and we'll continue to push on Walmart. I do like this for a long-term hold on Walmart. MROK as well, I'm looking at support right around here, which we have, and we have this hammer. This is also a reversal pattern. Keep an eye out because our resistance is going to be the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. With that being said, we're going to be looking at Salesforce and CRM, they call it. Right now we're looking at 190 close. With that in mind, 195 is going to be our resistance zone. If we can break through this 190, 191, next spot is going to be 195. For those who bought back when the market took a dip around the January time, I think we're really doing good right now on this CRM. Guys, the remaining chart, I'm going to post them up on my Twitter. I'm going to post them up on my stock tweet as well, including Cisco and Costco and Disney and ROKT, DDT, even as well as Fiverr and Fast. Guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your weekend.